It is not a nice day in the market, very red today, but a couple of things that we can learn about it. So first of all, looking at Tesla, it has sold off about 10% from its recent peaks. If we're looking at NIO, it's looking actually quite similar as well, also down more than 11% here. But to give these moves some perspective, actually both names have been doing quite well, so more than 20% up since a couple of days and weeks. For Tesla, we've even seen a much larger move, almost 50% since the beginning of March. And all of this despite announcements in Shanghai that lockdowns are in place. And for Tesla, it is even as bad that the Gigafactory in Shanghai is not producing cars right now because they're not permitted to resume production. That's my latest information, until possibly 11th or 18th of April, until hopefully this whole situation with COVID in China is more under control. And so this is very, very bad news for Tesla. And so the reason is, why hasn't it sold off even more? And I think there are maybe two explanations to it. The first one might be that possibly the markets have been looking at this COVID issue and have actually priced in such an event quite a bit. And so maybe somewhat of the down move before the COVID lockdowns were actually announced were parts due to the assumption that this would actually happen. And once it happens, the market had already priced it in and was actually starting a rally, because now it is in the past, it is known event that this is going to take place. And now the stock market is actually looking forward again. Because think about it, even for NIO, although they don't have a factory in Shanghai, but of course they are also delivering cars in Shanghai, which is also their headquarters, and one of the most important parts for actually vehicle deliveries for Tesla, by the way, as well. So this should really have an impact also on the bottom line of the business for both companies, at least for a monthly delivery. And actually even the co-founder of NIO came out and was warning that there could be an impact of such lockdowns, but also for the supply chain and the production. And so a second insight is that most of the movement could actually also be driven just by overall macroeconomics. And these are having such a big impact on our stocks like Tesla and NIO that sometimes we are possibly interpreting even too much in a daily stock price movement, that it's not even influenced by what is actually currently happening, but oftentimes very much impacted by what trading algorithms are doing based on, let's say, risk minimization, like today, until we have the news about how the Fed will actually tighten and raise interest rates, as well as the overall sentiment in the stock market. And therefore, this current pullback might be something mostly technical, and for the long-term investor shouldn't be too much of a concern. Personally, and this is not investment advice, but what I do with my long-term positions on days like these is actually do nothing at all, and meanwhile playing the volatility in some of those more short-term oriented investments that I'm doing. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see better times soon. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.